Today, I want to talk to you about something that goes far beyond motivation. It's about transformation. It's about energy. It's about consciousness. It's about raising your frequency. We live in a world vibrating with possibilities. But what we attract, what we experience is directly linked to the frequency we operate on. Just like a radio, if you're tuned into the wrong station, you won't hear the music meant for you. Everything in the universe operates on frequency. From sound and light waves to emotions and thoughts, everything vibrates at a certain level. We are energetic beings, constantly emitting and receiving vibrations. Just like a tuning fork resonates with a matching sound, our internal frequency resonates with the world around us, drawing experiences, people, and circumstances that align with what we are energetically projecting. When we talk about frequency in a personal development context, we're referring to the emotional and mental state you most often live in. If you're habitually thinking negative thoughts, doubting yourself, or expecting the worst, your frequency lowers. In contrast, if you're hopeful, focused on gratitude, and grounded in self-worth, your frequency rises. These internal vibrations aren't just invisible forces, they shape your external experiences. Life begins to mirror your inner world. Have you ever noticed how, when you're in a good mood, things just seem to flow? People are kinder, opportunities show up, and even small moments feel meaningful? That's not a coincidence. That's frequency at work. When you align with higher emotions like love, joy, compassion, and purpose, you begin to attract people and situations that match that energy. It's not magic. It's resonance. You're simply becoming a magnet for what you embody. The opposite is also true. When you dwell in fear, anger, or resentment, your energy drops. Suddenly your world seems more hostile, more closed off. Problems feel heavier and support feels distant. That's because your perception has been filtered through a low frequency lens. Your reality contracts when your energy contracts. It's not that life is necessarily worse, it's that your energy isn't tuned to see or receive the better parts of it. Your frequency is not just about how you feel in one moment, it's the baseline of your energetic habits. This baseline can be influenced by your environment, your beliefs, your self-talk, and your daily choices. The good news is it's not fixed. You can raise your frequency through intentional practice. You can condition your mind to shift from scarcity to abundance, from anxiety to peace, from helplessness to empowerment. It takes work, but it's possible and incredibly powerful. Understanding this truth puts the power back into your hands. You no longer have to wait for life to change to feel better. You feel better to change your life. When you begin the internal shift, your outer world starts responding differently. New people come into your life. New opportunities arise. Even your challenges begin to feel like growth invitations instead of obstacles. Your frequency literally sets the tone for how reality unfolds for you. Science even supports this idea. The HeartMath Institute, for example, has shown how emotions like gratitude and compassion create coherent heart rhythms and positively influence our body, mind, and even those around us. Studies in quantum physics suggest that the observer affects the outcome, meaning your consciousness plays a role in shaping the reality you experience. These aren't just spiritual concepts, they are energetic truths supported by modern research. So if your life feels stuck, heavy, or uninspired, don't just look at what's happening around you. Look at what's happening within you. Ask yourself, what am I radiating? Because your frequency is not just a response to life. It's a directive. It tells the world how to treat you. It determines what doors open and what paths stay hidden. Change your frequency and you change your reality. Raising your frequency is much more than just thinking positively or forcing yourself to feel good. It's about alignment, bringing your mind, body, emotions, and spirit into harmony with your higher self. When you are aligned, your inner world flows in coherence, creating a powerful, energetic signal that resonates far beyond your immediate awareness. This alignment acts like a compass, guiding your actions and decisions toward what truly serves your growth and well-being. At its core, alignment means living in integrity with your values and your purpose. It's about knowing who you are and what matters most to you, and then making choices that reflect that truth. When your actions and thoughts are in sync with your deepest beliefs, your frequency naturally rises because there's no energy wasted on inner conflict or resistance. Instead, your energy is channeled into clear, focused movement forward. Gratitude is one of the key emotional states that supports alignment. When you practice gratitude, you acknowledge the good that already exists in your life, creating a foundation of abundance rather than lack. This simple yet powerful habit shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present and valuable, raising your vibrational energy. Gratitude opens your heart and mind, making it easier to connect with your purpose and align with higher possibility. Another critical element of alignment is authenticity. Pretending to be someone you're not or living according to others' expectations lowers your frequency because it creates internal dissonance. When you suppress your true self or deny your feelings, your energy becomes fragmented and weak. Embracing who you are with all your imperfections and strengths is a radical act that raises your frequency. Authenticity creates a stable foundation for true connection, creativity, and joy. Mindfulness and self-awareness are essential practices for cultivating alignment. When you are mindful, you become more aware of the thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that pull you off course. You start to notice patterns that keep your energy low or scattered. With self-awareness, you gain the ability to consciously choose responses that nurture your well-being and align with your intentions. This daily practice builds energetic coherence that supports a high-frequency life. Alignment also requires releasing what no longer serves you, whether that's limiting beliefs, toxic relationships, or unhealthy habits. Holding on to what drains your energy creates blockages that keep your frequency low. Letting go is an act of courage and self-love. It clears space for new energy to flow in and creates momentum for growth. The process of release is not always easy, but it's vital for maintaining a clear and elevated energetic state. Spiritual alignment, connecting with something greater than yourself, can profoundly raise your frequency. This doesn't have to be religious. It can be a sense of oneness with nature, the universe, or your own inner wisdom. When you tap into this deeper source, you gain perspective beyond everyday worries and gain strength to face life's challenges with grace. Spiritual alignment fosters peace, compassion, and resilience, all of which contribute to a higher vibrational state. Ultimately, raising your frequency through alignment is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, commitment, and continuous self-discovery. You will face moments of imbalance, doubt, and struggle, but these are opportunities to deepen your understanding and reconnect with your true self. The more you practice alignment, the more your frequency rises naturally, and your life becomes a reflection of the highest version of who you are meant to be. Choosing love and integrity over fear and doubt is a foundational step in raising your frequency. Fear and doubt are low-frequency states that create barriers within and around you, clouding your judgment and limiting your potential. When you operate from fear, your energy contracts, your mindset narrows, and you find yourself stuck in cycles of worry and hesitation. On the other hand, love and integrity expand your energy, open your heart, and empower you to move forward with confidence and clarity. Love in this context is not just romantic or sentimental. It's a profound, all-encompassing energy of acceptance, compassion, and kindness. When you choose love, you respond to challenges and relationships with empathy rather than judgment, with openness rather than resistance. This shift doesn't mean ignoring difficulties, but rather facing them with a heart-centered approach that sees possibilities instead of threats. Love raises your frequency by dissolving fear and fostering connection and understanding. Integrity is the practice of living in alignment with your values and truth, regardless of external pressures or internal doubts. When you choose integrity, you honor your commitments, speak honestly, and act in ways that reflect your highest self. Integrity builds trust, not only with others, but within yourself. And this trust is essential for raising your frequency. When you live with integrity, you eliminate the energetic drain caused by guilt, shame, or self-betrayal. Fear and doubt, by contrast, stem from uncertainty and lack of trust, both in yourself and the world around you. These emotions thrive on what-ifs and worst-case scenarios, feeding a cycle of hesitation and second-guessing. When fear dominates your mind, you shrink from opportunities, close off your creativity, and reduce your overall energetic vibration. Doubt undermines your confidence and disconnects you from your intuition, making it harder to take decisive, aligned action. Overcoming fear and doubt requires conscious effort and practice. It begins with awareness, recognizing when these emotions arise and refusing to be controlled by them. Mindfulness, meditation, and self-inquiry are powerful tools for creating space between you and these limiting states. As you cultivate this space, you gain perspective and realize that fear and doubt are often distortions of reality, rooted in past experiences or imagined futures rather than present truth. Choosing love and integrity also means making courageous decisions, even when the path is unclear or difficult. It means standing up for what you believe in, speaking your truth, and setting boundaries with kindness and firmness. This courage not only elevates your own frequency, but also inspires those around you to do the same. Your willingness to lead with love and integrity creates a ripple effect, transforming relationships and environments at every level. Additionally, practicing forgiveness, both for yourself and others, is a vital expression of love that raises frequency. Holding on to resentment or regret anchors you in low vibrations and keeps you chained to past pain. Forgiveness releases these burdens, freeing your energy and creating space for healing and growth. Forgiveness is not forgetting or excusing wrongs. It's choosing peace and liberation over continued suffering. Ultimately, choosing love and integrity over fear and doubt is a daily commitment. It's a series of small but powerful choices that accumulate over time to reshape your energetic landscape. Each time you choose love instead of fear or integrity instead of compromise, you send a clear message to yourself and the universe about who you are and the reality you want to create. This choice is a gateway to raising your frequency and living a life full of meaning, connection, and joy. Your environment plays a crucial role in determining your frequency. Whether you realize it or not, the people you surround yourself with, the places you spend your time, and even the energy in your physical space all influence your vibrational state. Like a radio antenna picking up signals, your frequency is shaped and affected by the energies around you. Being in a toxic or draining environment can lower your vibration, while a supportive, uplifting environment naturally raises it. People are perhaps the most powerful part of your environment. The energy and attitudes of those you interact with regularly have a direct effect on your mindset and emotions. If you surround yourself with negativity, criticism, or constant complaining, it's easy to absorb that energy and feel weighed down. Conversely, when you spend time with people who inspire you, challenge you in healthy ways, and genuinely support your growth, your frequency rises. Healthy relationships fuel your motivation and increase your overall well-being. Physical spaces also impact your frequency. Clutter, dark, or chaotic environments can create mental noise, making it difficult to focus or feel calm. In contrast, clean, organized, and aesthetically pleasing spaces tend to promote peace and clarity. Many people find that spending time in nature or creating spaces filled with natural light, plants, and calming colors helps restore their energy and raise their vibration. The physical environment sends signals to your subconscious, influencing your emotional and energetic state. Technology and media consumption are modern environmental factors that significantly affect your frequency. Constant exposure to negative news, social media drama, or overstimulating digital content can drain your energy and fuel anxiety, fear, and distraction. Being mindful of what you consume and setting intentional limits on screen time helps you protect your mental and emotional health. Choosing uplifting, educational, or inspiring content can serve as a source of positive energy and growth. Creating boundaries around your environment is essential for maintaining a high frequency. This means being selective about where you go, who you spend time with, and what information you allow into your life. Saying no to energy-draining commitments or relationships is not selfish. It's a necessary act of self-care. Boundaries create a protective buffer that keeps your energy intact and prevents you from being pulled into lower vibrational states. Your inner environment, the thoughts and beliefs you nurture, is equally important. Even if your external environment is supportive, negative self-talk, unresolved emotions, or limiting beliefs can sabotage your frequency. Cultivating a positive inner dialogue, practicing self-compassion, and engaging in emotional healing work help you create an internal environment that supports your highest frequency regardless of external circumstances. Small daily rituals can transform your environment and raise your frequency. Simple practices like decluttering your space, lighting candles, candles or incense, playing uplifting music, or spending a few moments in meditation or deep breathing can shift the energy around you. These intentional acts serve as signals to your mind and body that you are choosing calm, clarity, and high vibration. Over time, these rituals build resilience and help you maintain a positive, energetic state. Recognizing the power of your environment empowers you to take charge of your frequency. You become less reactive to external chaos and more proactive in cultivating spaces and relationships that nourish your soul. When you consciously shape your environment to support your growth, your frequency naturally rises. This creates a feedback loop where a higher frequency attracts even more positive environments, opportunities, and people, propelling you toward your highest potential. Raising your frequency is often misunderstood as simply putting on a happy face or forcing yourself to think positive thoughts all the time. However, true frequency elevation isn't about pretending to be someone you're not or ignoring difficult emotions. It's about embracing your authentic self, including your shadows and struggles, and choosing to grow from that place of honesty and self-awareness. When you pretend, you create internal conflict that actually lowers your vibration rather than raising it. Authenticity is the foundation of genuine frequency raising. When you allow yourself to feel and express your true emotions, whether they are joy, sadness, anger, or fear, you're honoring your inner reality. Suppressing or denying these feelings creates energetic blockages that weigh you down. Being real with yourself creates space for healing and transformation. It's a process of acknowledging where you are without judgment, which ultimately leads to a more aligned and elevated state of being. People who raise their frequency understand that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Sharing your authentic self, including your imperfections and challenges, builds deeper connections and trust with others. This openness releases the energy of pretense and creates a more expansive, energetic field. When you drop the masks and live from a place of truth, your energy resonates more powerfully and attracts others who appreciate you for who you really are. Raising your frequency requires courage, the courage to face uncomfortable truths and work through them rather than avoid them. Growth often involves confronting limiting beliefs, unresolved trauma, and habits that no longer serve you. This work can be painful and messy, but it's necessary. Pretending to be fine when you're not only delays healing and keeps your frequency stuck at a lower level. True elevation happens when you commit to the process of inner work with honesty and compassion. It's also important to recognize that growth is not linear. There will be days when your frequency feels low, and that's okay. Authentic frequency raising embraces these fluctuations as part of the journey rather than denying or judging them. Accepting the ebb and flow of your energy allows you to respond with gentleness and patience rather than frustration or self-criticism. This acceptance itself is a high-frequency practice that supports lasting transformation. Being authentic means honoring your boundaries and saying no to situations or people that drain your energy, even if it's uncomfortable. It means choosing environments and relationships that nurture your true self, not the self you feel pressured to perform or hide behind. Living authentically requires discernment and self-respect, both of which elevate your frequency by reducing energetic clarity and creating energetic clarity. The idea of fake it till you make it can sometimes be helpful as a stepping stone, but it's not a sustainable way to raise your frequency. True vibrational elevation comes from cultivating real shifts in your thoughts, feelings, and actions that reflect your inner truth. It's about evolving your identity over time in alignment with who you are becoming, rather than simply putting on a facade to fit in or appear better. Ultimately, raising your frequency is a journey of self-discovery and self-acceptance. It's about peeling back layers of conditioning and fear to reveal the authentic light within you. When you stop pretending and start being real, your energy naturally rises because you're no longer divided or resisting yourself. This integrity creates a magnetic field that attracts experiences and people aligned with your highest vibration. Raising your frequency isn't just a personal journey. It's a ripple effect that influences the people around you. When you cultivate a higher vibrational state, your energy naturally impacts your relationships, your community, and even broader social circles. Like a stone dropped in water, Your elevated frequency sends waves that inspire, uplift, and transform others, often in ways you might not even realize. This power to elevate others is one of the most profound reasons to commit to raising your own frequency. Your energy is contagious. People are highly sensitive to the emotional and energetic states of those around them. When you embody positivity, authenticity, and love, you create an energetic atmosphere that invites others to open up, be vulnerable, and aspire to greater things. In contrast, low-frequency energy, marked by fear, anger, or negativity, can bring others down or cause resistance. By consciously choosing to raise your frequency, you become a beacon of light that encourages others to do the same. Leadership is deeply connected to this principle. Whether you realize it or not, you are a leader in your personal and professional spheres. Your frequency sets the tone for how interactions unfold and how people feel in your presence. Leaders who maintain a high frequency inspire trust, cooperation, and creativity. They create environments where people feel safe to express themselves and contribute their best. This kind of leadership goes beyond titles. It's about the energetic example you set. Elevating others also means holding space for their growth without judgment or control. When you raise your frequency, you develop compassion and patience, allowing you to support others on their unique journeys. You understand that everyone is evolving at their own pace, and you offer encouragement rather than criticism. This supportive energy nurtures transformation, making it easier for others to release limiting beliefs and raise their own frequency. One of the most impactful ways to elevate others is through active listening and presence. When you truly listen without interrupting or planning your response, you validate the other person's experience and create a powerful, energetic exchange. This deep presence fosters connection and healing. It shows that you value the person's worth and are willing to engage with them authentically, which can be a catalyst for their own frequency raising. Your actions and words also carry tremendous power in elevating others. Kindness, encouragement, and honest feedback delivered with empathy can shift someone's perspective and open their heart. Small gestures like a genuine compliment, a helping hand, or a word of encouragement can lift someone out of doubt or despair. These acts may seem minor, but they contribute to a collective upliftment, amplifying your raised frequency across communities and beyond. Elevating others doesn't mean losing yourself or sacrificing your boundaries. In fact, maintaining your own high frequency strengthens your capacity to support others effectively. When you are grounded, clear, and centered, you can offer help from a place of abundance rather than depletion. This balance prevents burnout and ensures your energy remains a sustainable source of light and inspiration. It's important to recognize that you don't need to be perfect or have all the answers to elevate others. Sometimes simply showing up with authenticity, vulnerability, and a willingness to share your own growth journey can be profoundly uplifting. Your honesty about your challenges and triumphs creates a safe space for others to embrace their own humanity and potential. This shared humanity forms the foundation for collective frequency raising. Ultimately, understanding your power to elevate others invites you to live with greater intention and responsibility. Your frequency is not isolated, it is interconnected with the energy of the world around you. By raising your own vibration, you contribute to a collective shift toward love, healing, and higher consciousness. This awareness transforms your personal growth into a force for widespread positive change, reminding you that your journey matters far beyond yourself. In closing, raising your frequency is not just a personal choice. It is a profound act of empowerment and transformation. When you commit to elevating your energy, aligning with your truth, choosing love over fear, and cultivating supportive environments, you unlock the limitless potential within you. Remember, your frequency shapes your reality and influences the world around you in ways you may never fully see. Every step you take to raise your vibration contributes not only to your own growth, but also uplifts those around you, creating a ripple effect of positivity, healing, and hope. This journey requires courage, patience, and authenticity, but the rewards are immeasurable. A life filled with joy, purpose, and deep connection. So today, I invite you to embrace your power, to listen to your inner frequency, and to consciously choose the energy that will create the reality you desire. Raise your frequency and watch as your world transforms in beautiful and unexpected ways. The path is yours to walk, and the time is now.